This is Damon Stevens with Finwell Builders. Today is Tuesday, March 29, 2022, and this is stock market update for our trades on Tuesday, as well as what we're looking for in the market. And boy, the bulls just are dominating, just continue to hit those highs. Maybe we just may reach the top. We'll see. But right now, regardless of the news, boy, the market just continues to rock and roll, but we'll take advantage of it. And hopefully you're taking advantage of it as well. And I threw something in the video as well, a gap or island topper. It's too early to say, but just want something I'll cover here as I get into charts here as far as something I just noticed today, which was interesting. I hadn't seen it for a while, so it just caught my attention. So we'll get right into it. Again, we're not financial advisors. Everything we're sharing with you is just things that we're looking at, what we're trading, how we see the market. Anything you're trading on your own, you should actually make sure you're willing to lose money if you're using your money, and also make sure that the trades are your own. If you do have questions or you'd like access to our free Discord with numbers every morning as far as picks and levels to get into and out, visit us at finwealthlive.com. And you can join there and also see some live training. And then we have some additional trainings for our members. So you're able to, look into possibly joining us as well. Looking at the overall market, you can see the Dow Jones closed up 0.97%, NASDAQ up 1.84%, and S&P 500 up 1.23%. See here, this little W here. So you see here, we've had a little pullback, run up, a larger pullback, and then a nice run, almost right back up to where we were on Dow. So just that's nice little, normal formation here. On the NASDAQ, it was a lot shallower. S&P 500, nice little W here. On this breakout line right here, that is definitely an entry in. Looking at the heat map here, you can see most overall nice and green. Tech continues to be really strong. Real estate is strong. Energy continues to have that little pullback here. Utilities are strong. So just really a good day in the market. You can see here, we didn't really have anything that hit major like over 100 is what we typically we like to have. But IGMS, I want to take a look at this one. This one we did have on our radar. We did trade this one. Boy, I wish I would have held on to some of my shares at the end of the day through the closing hours here. So I'm definitely looking for a play tomorrow. I just wasn't quite sure if we were going to be have another run and rally or not. So I didn't get back in. But you can see here IGMS. So we were down here around 1550 on the open. On pre-market, we jumped up, around $21. So pre-market scanner showing this stock had just skyrocketed. Didn't know quite sure how far it was going to go until we really got into it. But you see here, you had a long time to get in, even as it started to run up here in the morning. And the high was 35.97. So just a rip from 14 bucks to $36, just crazy. We did have some pullback here. So, and you see we just kind of drifted back towards the end of the day. There was, scalping that happened here. I scalped this candle here, but it was quick. And so you just had to be quick on it. So, but definitely came back down to 20. So right on the 20. I left the after hours on here as well. So you can see here, we came here on the close of the market around 20, just under $28. And we're already, went up to over $30 in aftermarket. So another $2 on a cheap stock. So just really a good stock. Looking for continuation play. I'm going to watch this in the morning for a play possibly in pre-market as well as a play during the day. But yeah, IGMS, definitely worth looking at. GameStop gave us a nice little rally here. We talked about this in yesterday's video, that really GameStop's, probably going to want to run towards that 200 level. And then we'll see what happens after that. Stock market is really funny, just cracks me up. Because, probably the algorithms, the computers out there already know everybody wants to go to nice little round numbers. So when I talk about round numbers in anything I give you, either it's the watch list, entries, exits, I typically don't usually just go to the number. I usually, if I'm going to exit a trade, I exit before a whole number. And if I enter in, I usually wait till it pops above a whole number, or if it's shorting it below a whole number. So that's just my personal preference. Because the market just does funny things like this, and this is what I want to talk about, because you'll see it multiple times today. It's funny, but the market hit a high of 199.31, so 70 cents short of a 200. So we've had a nice run here, from down here, the 120s up to 200 in a very short window. And then you see here we pulled back to 163, another run back up to 194. And now we're back, we ran back down here to 179. We were down as low as, right here off the 50. So you see the 50s holding. As long as the 50s holding, GameStop's, possibly gonna give some additional trades. So we'll watch this one tomorrow. Just cracked me up today when I saw it hit 199.31 and start backing off. I was just like, oh my gosh, such a funny thing, the marketplace. But anyway, that's just some personal commentary. AMC, see here that we were down here around 20, hit the high of 34.31 before pulling off. Back here, we did come down, tag the 20 here at $26, ran right back up to $31. And so we're off the 20 moving average here. We closed just below it. I didn't like that. I wanted it to stay above, but it is above our support line here at 28.50. So as long as we don't break 28.50, looking for another play possibly on AMC. If it gets below that, then it's either short or it's coming off. As far as earnings, so Micron, watching Micron in the morning, nice run up after hours, and Lulu also nice, really nice. I like these two here. So out of all the five, those are the two I'll be definitely watching for a play in the morning. The rest of the earnings, there might be something that pops up on the radar. I'm not planning on it, not looking to trade it. If something hits a scan or something like that, then I will. But otherwise, this is it for the week, at least for me. All right, looking at Apple. Apple, nice run, nice trend line up here. Just continues to climb, close on a new high again. Just right under 180. And we talked about it in the video too, that I wanted, I saw Apple going to 180 next. And here's the funny thing. We did hit 179, and it right on the dot. It just decided to go ahead and close right on the dot. So still looking for a continuation play, possibly up towards this 180 level. But Apple is extended. It just has been a great ripper all the way up here. May start to consolidate here under 179. 180 would be kind of a rounding number. So we'll see what it can do. But boy, just continues to show us it's bullish. Netflix, nice run up here as well. Almost came up and tagged our trend line. It actually tagged it up here at 393.80, so just barely short of 394. And then it ran up here 396.47. Pull back here. It's sitting on the 20. So if it can get back above this 394 tomorrow, looking for a continuation play, possibly up towards upper trend line again. Baba, nice run up to almost 120. So short, just 119.59. Can't go to 120. Has to go right there. But it did tag our trend line. That's what we're looking for. So you can see here is consistency. And so we backed off here, and then it kind of consolidated and pulled back down. Found support off the 50, which is also what we like. You can see that it hit the 50 multiple times before. So as long as we hold the 50 and we're holding up towards this trend line, we have good plays in here. So looking, we're above the 20. So looking for a continuation play here, from the levels we're at now, around 117, back up to 119.50, and then possibly higher. Nvidia, tried to make a nice run up here today, but it petered out on us. I had it on my charts this morning, looking for continuation, didn't, and started backing off. So I thought, well, maybe we're gonna hit my my lower numbers then. So again, providing two sets of numbers in the morning. One, if we break out, a set of numbers to go towards, and then a short opportunity as well. And Nvidia, played my long still off my list. So if you hit it first thing in the morning, we did have a nice, run up here and tag 289.34, which was, 34 cents above where, I'd said it was going to go. So we tagged the numbers coming up here, and then it dropped off here, and then we ran back up, and then we today we just kind of went up and paused and came back down. So not, don't know if we're going to keep playing this out here, or if we're going to have a little bit of pullback here. As long as we stay above the 20, still looking to play here on Nvidia. Have had a nice run on it, so we'll see. But did see some weakness finally today. We do have resistance at here, back where we were the other day here at 289.34. See if we can get back up there again. But yeah, we did have this little pullback after hitting our peak here. And you had to be fast on this one as well. So that was like our first thing in the morning here. So we'll see what happens next day. SPY, so that's another one on our short list that we talk about every day and have numbers on. SPY continues just to rally up here. It thought there's going to be some resistance on the way to 460. It just decided it's a gap right to it, and now we're above it. We hit 462.07. You see here we kind of double topped it. So we'll see if we have a pullback here, maybe that back down towards the 50. But for all I know, we're going to gap up tomorrow to 464, 465, and try to go to 470 by the end of the week. Just the way that the market's going, and it's great. I mean, love it. But boy, just didn't think it was going to rip up this far. And the other thing too is there's lighter volume, so I don't necessarily like that, because a lot of times on lighter volume, if it rips up and climbs really quick, it means that when it falls down quick as well, because you don't have institutional buyers in there. So I'm really nervous about kind of seeing the lighter volumes going on. But we'll see what it can do. But yeah, SPY is just killer. It's doing really well. Tesla, kind of getting into this consolidation pattern here. We're at 114. Now we're kind of consolidating here. If you missed the peak here, it came down here to 173 and gave you a run back up, to 1100. So there was an opportunity here, and it's right on the 20. So that's good. We'll either consolidate here for a while and hopefully bounce above. If we get back above, 1106, looking for a long. If we break down below the 20, looking for a short. So kind of like right in the middle right now. Shopify, we've had a nice run up here today. These are again on 15-minute charts. So you see here, went up to 716, came down to 671, and then just a nice rip right up to 758, since yesterday. So, 2-day trade, just killer on this one. We did pull back towards the end of the day. So we're still above the 20 though. So we'll see if we break the 20, possibly looking for a short back down to a retracement here. If not, we got to break out here 758 if we want to keep going. Facebook. So this is on a 15-minute chart as well. See here, had the run starting yesterday for this next run, kind of paused this morning. Yeah, 226 here and a nice run up to 229. So nice Facebook run up here. You see kind of this ladder, this tiering that Facebook's doing on the way up. We've got support off the 20, bounced off. So looking for a play above 230 or a short below 229. So Google consolidating right here. It closed about below the 20. So that's concerned. I saw that sell up right at the end of the day and thought, well, what's going on here? So we'll see what happens. But, basically last few days, nice run. Our lows over here around 89, around 27.65, all the way up here to this 28.83. So we'll see what Google can do for us. Berkshire pulling back here, national retracement here. It went down here, tagged just below where we'd have support here at 353, bounced off, closed at 355. Oxley, sitting here right on the 20. So this on the daily chart. We're back to daily charts now. You see here, just pulled back, tagged the 20, We'll see if we can get a bounce off of here and support. Tilray flat as well. Again, these are the ones, in different sectors. I'm just watching to see if money starts moving out of tech, which has been in tech and just killing it the last couple of weeks. When it moves out like it did for energy, just looking to see where it's going to move next. Delta Airlines, nice little gap up. We're above the 100 now, just under the 200. If we can break out, above 340, looking for a rally up. If we break back below the 100 here at 38.82, looking for a play back down to 58 and 20. Win flat today, still sitting under the 50. Continue to subscribe, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so now. Definitely hit that like button so we can continue bringing this content to you. Join our free Discord, free training, free videos. You can go back and watch any of the prior videos that we've created, and there's always little lessons to learn in the market, especially as you're looking through charts. 10-year yield, you can see here, pull back here. So national retracement here to the top of these candles. So we'll see if we get further pullback here towards our trend line, or break up, or maybe just consolidation to where we're at right now. As far as the dollar, you see here pulling back here, bounce below the 220, then found support just above it. So again, dollar still elevated here, but did have a little pullback today. VIX continues to grind down lower. We're down under 19 now. Again, just said be cautious here. We got our trend line down here, 1735. Definitely expect some type of bounce here, support, some type of bounce around this area. But you can see here, if this is like your little M here, we broke this line. This is the neckline, so we're come down here. But we do, we've had support back down here around $16, $15 here. So definitely looking for some resistances or support down here at some point where it's gonna stop. So we'll see. My next trend line here is at 1634. SPY continue to just gap and rally up. So here's what I saw. So you see a nice candle pattern climbing here, just going up. Then we have this little gap and almost a little doji candle right here, out in a little on its own. And it's right in between our next resistance area at 466 and our support down here at 457, 458. But watch, this is kind of what I want to see. So, if we break out here, got new highs, we're going towards, all-time highs. If we break back down here, we may kind of retrace a little bit here. So but look at this. Triple Qs, nice run up, little doji candle. And it closed above our resistance here at 370. We're looking for a continuation play to 371 or higher. Or a breakdown and come back down here to our support lines about right under 360. But you got this space here and a little doji, just like the Qs. So just looking very common and similar across the board. And sometimes you call these island toppers. If this really becomes that, we would have to gap down tomorrow if that was going to happen. So if we all of a sudden gap down, tomorrow morning down to, this level 365 area and start coming down, that would be an island topper. That means we're probably pulling back. If we just get a sideways movement here, then we could just be consolidating, or could continue rallying up here, and this just kind of becomes a gap. But just interesting that I started seeing this on multiple charts. Again, look at semiconductors, same little thing, little doji up here. So is that an island topper and ready to reverse? So we'll see. Just seeing some commonality, just wanted to point it out. 283, looking for continuation play up to 292. If we break below yesterday's close, back down to 276. Now Jones, little topper, little doji up here. So again, if we can break above yesterday's close, we'll go towards 356. If we break down below yesterday's close, then maybe support around 348. IWM doesn't necessarily have a topper, but nice run that got above the 200, closed above the 200 at 211. Looking for continuation up to 215. If it would break down below yesterday's close, then 208. XLK, so technology. I'm not quite doji up here. It's up at resistance here at our resistance trend line at 163.81. If we break out, got to run up to 167 or higher. if we break down below yesterday's close, then maybe support, or 160 or gap fill down here, somewhere down to 100 here at 157. Bitcoin just continues to keep on climbing. It's slowly climbing, but you can see here we had all this resistance area up here. That's kind of where we're sitting, this 47.5. So we'll see if we get above this, then we got a nice rally up to 50,000. If not, we could consolidate in this area or possibly pull back here and find support back here at 45.5. Waves continues to roll. Yep, working those highs. So we topped out at this 54.30 area. Really want to come up here and tag our trend line up here close to 60. So we'll see if we can hit 60 next. But definitely elevated. It's a quick move, but definitely strong. Luna, nice strong move too. Broke through a resistance. Talked about trying to get above the all-time highs, which we did. So we got here, 106, and we tagged, 110. So we'll see if we can go towards the next one, which is 119, 120. So nice move on Luna, our other crypto. So that's our stocks, our cryptos, our levels that we're looking at. We'll look for another bullish day tomorrow, but be cautious to be careful. Don't know if those are dojis set it in here and island toppers. If it is, could get a pullback. If we gap up, then, really the market just wants to go back to all new highs. Whether we have volume or not, it doesn't care. It'll probably just grind us right up to all new highs, or just come short of it by a few pennies, just so it can fake everybody out. So just be careful out there trading. Make sure you're locking profits in, especially with this nice rally, making good money. Definitely want to keep that in case the market does decide to turn one of these days. But stay safe out there. We'll talk tomorrow night, see how your trades went, and see what's going to come up next.